Welcome to Property Investment with Abby. My name's Abby. I'm a property investor. I've built a portfolio and I retired early due to property. In this video today, I want to talk to you about debt. Why so many people are frightened of getting into debt, but how it can help you with your property journey. We're going to talk about flipping houses and the things that you need to know to be able to do this effectively. So I am stood in one of my live property deals at the moment. So this is going to be a flip property for me. What does a flip mean? You take a house that needs a refurb, and instead of refurbing it and holding it and putting a tenant in it, you actually sell it and make quite good money. Now, the average flip should make you about £50,000. You shouldn't do it if it doesn't make you that much, and the best flips make you 200 to 300,000. This one here is going to make about 170,000 after all costs, net profit out. This is my flip, and I'm loving this, and I'm loving the little door, and I was just having a think about what we could use it for. So you want to use some of the stuff that's already in the house. Can you use the original doors? Is there any features you want to keep? Because this is all about adding great value, so when someone comes to look to buy the house, they can see that it's a great family home for them. But before we go down that path, let's talk about good debt and bad debt and why people are frightened of debt. So we have the Wendy house over here. And I'm not refurbing that, I'm refurbing this one. So let's talk about debt. I don't know about you, but when I was growing up with my mum, she terrified me about having debt. You didn't have debt, it was bad to get into debt. You don't buy what you can't afford. You know, you save and you buy things. And that's good financial advice normally, isn't it? And it definitely was. But I was terrified of debt, and I was terrified of having a mortgage. And my mum said to me, you get a house, you pay the mortgage off. You know, you could be one of these really cool people, Abby, that pays their mortgage off in 15 years. So that was how I was thinking that. I was like, right, get a house, get a mortgage, pay it off. What I've come to discover over the years of working a corporate job, being unhappy, being in that 9 to 5, to becoming an entrepreneur and having lots of money, is that there's good debt and there's bad debt. But nobody taught me this. I was always taught debt's always bad, but it's not. What is bad debt? So that's where you take out a loan because you want to get a new TV, or you want that sofa, or you want to put on a credit card that you're going to go on an all-inclusive holiday, or put your Christmas gifts on a credit card. That's bad debt. And the reason why it's bad debt is it's never going to make you money. Once you've spent it, you've had your fun, but that TV still needs paying for. That holiday still needs paying for. Bad debt. This is where good debt applies. So good debt is debt that you take out that's going to make you money. And I normally use a tractor analogy. So a farmer will get into debt to have his tractor. Tractor helps him do his fields. He will make money. That's good debt. And for a property investor, a good debt is mortgages. You want mortgages because they will help you make money. Now, I actually owe £200,000 for this house to a private investor. I'm not panicked about that because it's good debt, because this investor's helped me bought this house. I'm going to refurb it. Once I'm done and once I sell it, I'll be paying the investor back and taking my profit. Good debt, bad debt. You need to get those in your mind, and that's so important. People say to me, oh my God, Abby, how have you got so many mortgages? Aren't you frightened? How do you sleep at night? And I think I sleep at night bloody a lot better than I did 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I didn't have the big mortgages and stuff, but I didn't have the money to reach me to the end of the month. I earned a lot of money, but it went on random stuff I didn't need, and I never got my money to make me more money. Now I'm in probably more debt, but it's good debt. It's mortgages on houses. Houses go up in value, so I'm not concerned about the mortgage, and they give me a passive income, which means I get to live the life I want. So don't panic about debt. Panic about bad debt, don't do that, but do the good debt. So that's the debt. Now, let's talk about the flip. So this property, we're taking a 4-bed house, and it's not been lived in for a good long time, and we're making it into a 5-bed house with a 1-bed annex, because most of the time, elderly relatives are moving in with the family, aren't they? So you can look after them. So we think would be perfect for this house to do it, and it's the right layout. The challenge with this house is it's got a railway behind it, so we're going to keep that into consideration when we're doing some of the interior design on it to bring the railway in. It's a beautiful house on a great plot, so I'm dead excited to do it. So purchase price $200,000. We're going to spend $120,000 on the refurb. Yikes. So that's a lot, isn't it? It's going to be worth it because everything needs to go back to brick. We're going to make some rooms. We're putting en suites on, and we're making a gorgeous kitchen diner, which every house needs, in my opinion. So yeah, 120 in. That's 320 all costs in, and we're going to sell it for $500,000 for $500,000 to the right family. Now that means after solicitor costs, bills, finance, finance costs. We're probably going to make about 170,000 net, which is exciting from this one deal. That's just an example of what getting into debt can do for you, but the right debt, not the bad debt. They're in bad debt. They're so upset. They spent all their money on settees, TVs, and designer handbags that they still have to owe on their credit card. Good debt. I owe 200,000, but I don't look like that. Bad debt. Good debt. Bad debt. You need to understand that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We will be documenting this refurb over the next couple of months and you'll be able to see the finished product. So make sure you subscribe because you won't want to miss out on what this is going to look like. And I hope you enjoyed the video. So remember, we talked about good debt, bad debt. You want to be in good debt, you don't want bad debt. Number one. Number two, we talked about how you can take properties like this, refurb them and sell them on for a profit. And now I did it with none of my own money. This is joint venture finance. I've done a video about that, so go and find it. Like the video, leave me a comment, and I'll see you next time.